Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we will go over to the charts and do our Bitcoin morning price analysis. So yeah, as you can see, we drew in this this trend line. This trend line to start, and whether it is part of a descending broadening wedge, we may never know. Even if we break out, it may just be because we're breaking out this trend line. It may have nothing to do with the bottom side. But yeah, it does look like a descending broadening wedge to me. We have also, as you can see, got rejected and guided down pretty nicely from the top of it. So that just kind of tell me there is some importance to this trend line. So I mean, if we are going to go bullish and break up from here, the bottom side doesn't even matter anymore anyway. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that, because I do believe this is what's happening here. We are basically we're floating upwards. We're climbing that short-term, medium-term wall of worry after some price action that would have shaken some of the weaker hands and the more over leveraged players, but I feel like that was just a bit of a shakeout, and we are going to see more upside. Obviously, we are nicely, as it stands, over 11,500, but that clearly isn't a million miles away, so we could lose that. But what I am looking for, though, is Bitcoin to basically take out this trend line, take out this high, make a move. I will actually extend this line that we've got, because this was quite important for us. Make a move up to here, hopefully take that out, and then yeah, come and test the top around 11,900, and then potentially take out that top, and then have a go at 12,000. But we will just have to analyze that price action as it happens in real time. There's no point in predicting that far ahead, because it's not even easy predicting the next 4-hour candle, let alone all that price action. So clearly we've got downside levels. We have got this level here, 11,500. If we take 11,500 out, realistically, I think we will come back down to around 11,000, maybe even lower this time, just based on this trend line, to have a proper good liquidity hunt. But stock markets are still, they're not obviously not traded this weekend. We'll have a quick look at weekend Wall Street. See how it's doing. Yeah, it's not really doing much, so that's good. It's not down. So weekend Wall Street looking okay. So no real reason to expect any sort of disastrous openings for the stock markets. They are still bullish until they aren't. The dollar is still going to get devalued until it isn't. Gold and silver are still going to go up until they don't. And the trend is your friend. And Bitcoin is still going to, on the larger time frame, drift upwards until it doesn't. So that is kind of, yeah, that's all basically I'm really looking at here. We'll have a look at this daily, just to check out the daily 9. Yeah, nice daily 9, looking to make a move. Obviously, daily 9's potential 1 to 4 candle corrections. We're on the 3rd candle, so do we actually get a push up to this 11,700 and then play out more downside along with this, the trend as of here? That is clearly a potential move, and yeah, that would mess a lot of people up. But like I'm saying, we could potentially still only be in a descending broadening wedge. So, and if I just revert you back to my my trading view profile, this is a descending broadening wedge, breaking out to the upside. You can kind of see the price action on it. But yeah, look, I mean, we had a big move down out of it and came back in it, and this is obviously on a larger time frame, but chart patterns are fractals. They work on all time frames. So yeah, that is yeah, like I said, we can come and swipe these lows again for a real nice, I wouldn't even call it a deep liquidity hunt, because 11,000 is fine. Even if you've got wicks down to 11,600, we are still fine. Especially if it is a wick and we get bought back up back over 11,000 pretty quickly. I think that would be the trigger for me to be as certain as I can be that we are then going to basically come back to the top of the range and break and never see these levels for the immediate future again. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. The 2 day Chart is clearly looking good. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Indecision candle. Bullish, bullish, bullish. Yeah. And the next one's not there. I should have cut off one of those bullish. The 2-week candle, obviously we know we've got the 9. It's a pretty bearish looking candle, to be fair. It is definitely an indecision candle. It is a Darth Maul candle. So like from Star Wars, that's what Darth Maul's lightsaber looks like, or if that's even a saber because it's more of a staff. Is it called a light staff? I don't know. I'm not a massive Star Wars fan. I prefer Star Trek. But yeah, I mean, it's a decision, but like I said, we can get sideways to down, even down taking us down to where I just said, 10,600 is no problem. And then sideways above that is definitely especially good. And then when we take out the top, we will be on our merry way to 20k basically. Let's have a look at the stochastic. Yeah, you see we had a nice 4-hour 9 there. Was a 9 and then it played out, and then we had basically 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, 1 to 4 candle correction, and then blasted back up, took out the 9. Traded high, took out the high of the 9. This obviously says 1, but it was a 9. It went 1 when it went below these candles here, so it changed the count. And yeah, so we basically break out, had a move up to our trend line, rejected off that, and we are now back testing the top of that 9. So this is a level off a 4-hour chart, not necessarily too important. Realistically, we could get supported either by here or 10,500, and then still have a nice break and move up. But anything lower than 10,500, I do think we will see more downside. 4-hour stochastics getting jammed up there like we said they could yesterday when we were high, and I was like, well, we can stay up here, it's not a problem. Yeah, it's exactly what's happened there. But at some point it'll obviously come down. So watch out for that. But our 10-hour is looking very good now, looking like some good momentum into the bullish area now, the top half. So that looking good. 12-hour getting towards the bullish area. Daily still not turned up, which to be honest I don't think is a bad thing. The longer it stays down here and price action drifts up, and the lower area it turns up from, well, I mean, providing we do go up and it turns up, yep, great, that's what can happen. Obviously the reverse of this can happen. We can come down and get jammed down and stay down with price action coming down. Obviously that can happen, but I don't think that would be the likely scenario. A nice bullish reset of this 2-day as well. Of this 2-day coming down all the way from basically the 18th of August, where price action was price action was near its high. Well, the actual candle closed roughly give or take less than a couple of $100 where we are now. So that is what I mean by a bullish reset. We've come all this way down. Still, obviously, well, we're in the middle point now. So if we come lower, we will be in the bearish zone and be looking like maybe some momentum based on this chart to the downside. But if we turn around anywhere up here, yeah, it looks like a great bullish reset. 3-day has turned back. 3-day hasn't. 5-day has sort of turned back up. Weekly, still looking like it wants to take out this level. Looks like we want to. I mean, everything's bullish on the larger time frame. 2-week looking good. Monthly looking extremely good. I mean, what would be the big confirmation on this monthly long-term trend? I think will precipitate some big moves to the upside, and a full-on confirmation of the bull market will be when this monthly stochastic takes out this level here. And it obviously has continuation on this. That would be a big larger time frame long-term indicator that we are fully and formally in a bull market and on our way clear past 20k in true Bitcoin higher long-term fashion. And I mean, realistically, even saying things like 30k, I mean, that would be a pathetic move if we took out 20k. I mean, I think realistically we have to be thinking in the near 50ks. The near 50ks, I would say. But anyway, that's just pure hopium and dreams at the moment. Obviously that's not, well, it's not really, it's what I do think will happen, but it's not really how we are trading at the moment. It's not what we're trading on, not what we're trading based on at the moment. So yeah, that is about it, guys. I will probably do a longer video later on today, going over all the markets, precious metal markets, commodities markets, some individual shares, stock market indices, silver and gold mining, and royalty and streaming companies, and whatever else is on my chart, whatever else we can look at, I'll go over those today because they have been neglected a bit, but we were keeping up. We had a lot of annotations, and we'll see how they are looking. So right, guys, not financial advice, not financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.